This is a TSUMESHOGI puzzle known as Kyokudzume. As you relentlessly corner the opponent's king with a series of checks, surprisingly, the final position forms the shape of a letter. Creating such a masterpiece requires extraordinary creativity and immense patience. So, who is the creator behind this? SHODO Nakata was born in 1952 in Yatsuo, Toyama Prefecture. It is a small town famous for Owara Kaze no Bon, a traditional dance dating back to the Edo period. In this northern region, closed off by deep snow in the winter, he became completely captivated by shogi. After making his mark at a national high school tournament, Shodo became an apprentice to Shiro Itaya in Nagoya. Itaya was a legendary player who laid the foundation for the shogi world in the Tokai region after the war. Shodo lived at his master's house to hone his skills and officially turned pro in 1976. Living in Nagoya, where professional players were scarce, he immersed himself in the fiercely competitive world of shogi until his retirement in 2004. His official career record was 326 wins and 418 losses. Amidst a world filled with geniuses, it was not an exceptionally glamorous career. However, Shodo possessed a special talent unlike any other player. That was his extraordinary ability to create TSUMESHOGI. TSUMESHOGI can be described as the shogi version of a chess problem. It is a puzzle where you checkmate your opponent using a specific set of pieces and a continuous sequence of checks. The greatest of these puzzles are often compared to works of art. In fact, creating a masterpiece that will be remembered for generations might be even harder than winning a major title. Shodo is renowned as one of the greatest TSUMESHOGI composers in the shogi world. To date, he has created up to 20,000 puzzles, publishing them in newspapers, magazines, and books. From standard 5-move and 7-move checkmates to elaborately designed kyokuzume that form letters and shapes, he has produced masterpiece after masterpiece. After retiring, he focused on mentoring the next generation in Nagoya. Among his students is Shinichiro Hattori, who is challenging the absolute champion Sota Fuji in this year's Kisei match. Interestingly, Fuji himself is a junior member of the Itaya family lineage. Since his childhood, Fuji solved countless puzzles created by Shodo to sharpen his own skills. Today, Shodo lives a quiet life in Nagoya. He rarely goes out, but with his magnificent white beard, he exudes the aura of a wise sage. Stored safely in his home are numerous notebooks filled with his brilliant creations. Deeply resonating with World Shogi Base's mission to spread shogi overseas, Shodo has generously entrusted us with these precious notebooks. Moving forward, we will be sharing his rare masterpieces with the world through our short video series, DOUBUTSU SHOGI. Shodo's artworks. Are you ready to challenge the TSUMESHOGI master?
まあよく長年続いたなと思ってますけどね。殺傷技の方は、プロとしてあんまり大した実績何もないんですけども、詰将棋の方は、ちょっと自信はありますね。王さんを詰ますことがね、やっぱり詰将棋なんですけども、いろんな捨て駒とか、そういうのが、初めは優しい作品でもね、捨て駒を入れるのは面白くて始めたんですけども、もう今はもうやっぱそれだけはちょっと物足りなくなってるから、いろんな形とかね、そういうものを作って、 ちょっと芸術と言っては大げさなんだけど、そういうところも感じるようなものをね、作ってます。やっぱりいろんな手筋とかを、初めは、そうやって、詰将棋の手筋を覚えることですね、基本はね。やっぱり、簡単には解けないようなものとかね、それだけじゃなくて、いろんな、バラエティに富んだ内容のものがね、いい問題だと思ってますね。で、私の場合は特に、詰将棋で最後の着地っていうのがね、体操で言うと、こう、ピタッと、着地しますよね、いい点数が出るのはね。そういうところに、だらだらただ長いんじゃなくて、ぴったりと、積むようなものは取り入れてます。将棋は勝負だからどうしても勝ち負けが出るんだけどね。詰将棋はそういう点では、曖昧っていうかないんですけども、実戦は、の方が、厳しいとは厳しいですね、やっぱりね。詰将棋はやっぱ作ったもんですからね。で、実戦はやっぱり相手との、なんていうのかな、勝負っていうのかね、実戦には私は向いてなかったかもしれんね。よく作ったなと思いましたけどね。あそこの棚のところにいっぱいあるけど、ほとんど詰将棋のノートばっかりですけどね。よく積み重ねて作ってきたなと思ったんですけどね。詰将棋をどれぐらい理解してもらえるかちょっとね、わからないんですけども、見てこんなのがあるんかと思って、少しでも興味を持っていただければね、ありがたいですけどね。最近はちょっとね、かじってる程度なんだけど、チェスとか知力将棋も少し見たりするもんだから、それと同じ逆の立場なんかなと思ってるんですけどね。そうですね。やっぱり、将棋は取った駒を使えるっていうのかな、持ち駒があるから複雑だと思いますね。チェスは取った駒使えませんからね。それが最大のあれじゃないですか。違いじゃないかな。世界の皆さん、ぜひ私の作品にチャレンジしてみてください。